Overview of the study. Tourism Queensland rule which focuses on destination management, extend to industry and market, development, international and domestic marketing and tourism policy. Tourism Queensland works in partnership with the Department of Tourism, fair trading and wine industry development to deliver the Queensland Government Tourism Program. Tourism Queensland has international offices in many countries. It works closely with the state 14 regional tourist organizations, which collectively represent approximately 5,200 Queensland operators. Queensland Regional Tourist Organization or RTO network, widely regarded as one of the most influential tourism network in Australia, has played a major role in the state of tourism success. In the year 2005 to 2006, annual report provides essential information on Tourism Queensland financial and non-financial performance and indicates the direction for the coming year. 250 copies of the annual report are printed and distributed to their partners, including members of the Queensland Parliament, state, and federal government agencies, tourism operator, and other interested parties. The annual report, as well as report from previous years, can be increased through the Tourism Queensland website.
Queensland is a large, incredibly beautiful state from the rainforests of the tropical north to south. Is a coastal road windy trails through the scenic hinterland and as far as the spar. Farmland out west of Queensland is a diverse place with a something to satisfy everyone. According to Guy Arves on November 5, 1991, in terms of economic significance of tourism, in Queensland the last decade in the sent up the strong root in the tourism activity in Queensland. Australia with significant increases in visitor arrivals, tourist spending and investment infrastructure. The analysis of tourism to date has traditionally been handled in an input-output framework which has two major drawbacks. It is static and linearity as assumption. The study is statement of economic significance of tourism activity in the Queensland economy in the integrated modeling framework, which combines the social accounting, cross-sectorial matrix which econometric time series relationship. This provides the base for a much more comprehensive analysis of the tourism activity and as such is superior to the traditional input-output analysis. According to Clark J. 2016 and many others places, tourism has become a seductive industry for government and business in Queensland. Over the past decade, as one of the Sunbelt states, Queensland has become an attractive destination for international, interstate, and intrastate visitors. Tourism has become a major industry in Queensland, contributing 5% to GSP, goes 87 in 1993. The state attracted 1.4 million international visitor or 5% of the inbound market. Trend issue 1 July 1994. This represents a 16 average annual increase since 1991. Although domestic tourism has experienced a slowdown, the state attract with 2.4 million in an intrastate and 8.5 million interstate trips in 1993. The Stagging Expo 88 in Brisbane is accredited with stimulating a significant increase in the interstate. Visit to Queensland.
Objectives of Tourism Queensland. First, the key objective of the creative journey was involve Queensland as a holiday destination rather than reinvent it. Second, to determine the right position for the Queensland and 5 regional marketing brands involved, incentive research, consultation, creative process. Third, to create new and effective strategy from the visitors' experience as well as their complement. Fourth, to determine the key targets, market, campaigns, trade, and consumer. Fourth, fifth, to determine the brand including who are the targets, consumers, insights, values, and personality. Queensland government objectives for the community. Tourism and Event Queensland support the Queensland government's objective for community of creating jobs and the revised economy through action aimed at growing tourism and events. In the delivery of its core function of marketing, tourism experience and destination develop and securing major events through the state's TEQ also contribute to government's objective of protecting an environment and building safe, caring, and connected communities.
Case Study 2, Tourism Queensland Strategic Position and Promotion. Background: Queensland in Australia's second largest and third most populous state with the population over 5 million and many natural attractions for tourism. This includes the Great Barrier Reef, along spectacular coastlines, areas of rainforest and outback. Tourism Tourism is one of the Queensland's key sectors, generating $48 million per day or $17 billion per year in overnight visitor expenditure. Tourism also directly accounts for 1,224,000 or 5.4% of Queensland jobs and directly contributes $8.4 billion or 3.1% to Queensland's gross state product. Tourism and Events Queensland is the Queensland's government's lead in marketing, experience development and major agencies, representing the state tourism and events industries operations on a national international level, looking at new and innovative ways to make the most of emerging opportunities which benefit Queensland's tourism industry and economy. Queensland provides strategy leadership and coordinates stakeholders in the planning, industry development, marketing, and application of resources to grow tourism in each Queensland destination. Strategies and activities are developed in close consultations with RTOS. TEQ maintains a network in 13 international offices, working closely with Tourism Australia to target established emerging national markets. Queensland's tourism industry has developed great since 1929, when the Queensland's Government Tourism Bureau was transferred to the Railway Department, and the first attempt was made to correlate publicity with a travel booking organization. Tourism and Events Queensland began of the Queensland Tourist and Travel Corporations. The QTTC was established by Act of Parliament in August 1979, taking over the Department of Tourism as strategic authority under the jurisdiction of the then Ministry of Maritime Service of Tourism. The corporations operated as a marketing and development organization with sales arm trending the name Queensland's Government Tourism Bureau. The functions of the corporation as defined in the Act were to: number 1, promote and market tourism and travel. Number 2, market tourism and travel arrangement. Number 3, provide tourism and travel information service. Number 4, encourage the development of the tourism and travel industry. Number 5, advise the Ministry of matters relating to tourism and travel. The primary responsibility of the corporations was prescribed in the Act as one of the promoting, marketing, and traveling and tourism to and within Queensland. As the tourism industry grew the development, so did the QTCC in 1982, a wholesale division, Sun Lover Holiday, was created to give Queensland's tourism operations better access to the domestic market. In 1990s, the QTTC pioneered the destination marketing approach in Australia, has highlighting the many unique visitors experience in offer in the Queensland and working alongside a network of RTOs to support destination marketing and development. In February 1999, the marketing strategies campaign was launched, positioning the state as the undisputed premier holiday destination in Australia. In keeping with the new Where Else branding, the QTTC became Tourism Queensland, adapting the style Q into all communications and making a synonymous with Queensland in June 2005. The Tourism Queensland signed in a license agreement with Holidays Pty Ltd, a wholly owned subsidiary set up by the whole group to operate the commercial enterprises Sun Lover Holidays in the Queensland Travel Centres. In early in 2006, a new brand was launched which flowed through the new websites being developed. The Queensland Holiday sites offers visitors a refreshed experience and aims to present Queensland as a vibrant, fun, warm, friendly, colorful, and relaxing place to visit and provides booking operation for users. The consumer sites provides a comprehensive tools for retrieving up-to-date news, information research, policies, plans, and strategic relationships to Queensland's in 12 destinations specify interest in the international sectors. In 2008, Tourism Queensland continued to lead the development of the tourism industry in Australia as it commencement the implementation of the $14.16 million global branding strategy. This strategy aimed to deliver number 1 Australian holidays experience. Tourism Queensland launched the phenomenally successful Best Job, a long list of prestigious international awards and set of number of copycat campaigns around the world. As at June 2010, the campaign has generated estimated $410 million worth of media exposure for Queensland domestically and internationally. In November 12, the Tourism and Events Queensland's Bill 2012 was passed, successfully merging Tourism Queensland and Events Queensland into Tourism and Events Queensland.
Recommendation: TEQ recognizes that tourism and events are intrinsically linked, and its event strategy focuses on the following: developing Queensland event to maximize tourism outcomes before, during, and after the event; market events to maximize visitors numbers and promote the destination; grow global awareness and Queensland market shares on tourism expenditure and visitation. Develop a sustainable, compelling, and effect global brand platform for Queensland, then continue this to develop sustainable, compelling, and effect brands for the 5 major destinations that link strongly to the brand Queensland. Build brand advantage over competitors through a brand that emotionally connects with our target markets.
Queensland and Australia are very dominant and active when it comes to tourism. The Queensland's government are always developing their tourism, culture, and major events as well. The Queensland has an organization which called Tourism and Events Queensland or TEQ, which more focusing in their tourism's main industries and exports. The TEQ are always developing and thinking of how can they more promote their tourism in worldwide, and also if how can their wonderful and beautiful tourism can promote and how their economy get more high. Based on my own reading in some articles about Queensland, Queensland main industries are mining, agriculture, and their main exports are coal, metals, meat, and sugar. By that, they can use their own industries and export to promote their tourism. By that also, it's easy for them to introduce and promote their tourism worldwide. As hospitality management student, I highly recommend to focus and promote their very delicious and authentic own local foods and cuisine, because tourists always want to taste a new food when they visiting one country.